Good morning, family. Hotep to you. Peace and love. Excuse me, as usual. Love you, and I hope everybody had a wonderful love day, love fest, or however you want to do it. To me, every day is love day, but I got my little, token. It's beautiful. So, love you all, as usual. But today I came back to you from the Chi-Town, holding it down, to kind of discuss this gender war of sorts that's been going on between men and women of all cultures. But I'm most concerned with my own Nubian brothers and sisters, so-called black men and women. And it really jumped off, as we all know, when this ACAT person planted herself in the middle of the gender war between us so-called black men and women, and decided to spark off this huge thing about how black American women, so-called black American women, are obnoxious and rude and ghetto and undereducated and all of that. And I'm kind of at a loss for words, but kind of not, because it's so overwhelming and so many things to cover. And then at the same time, I feel like it's almost not even worth addressing. And then I feel like it needs to be addressed because it just keeps spiraling out of control, and all these ignorant motherfuckers is just jumping out the fucking woodwork with some way off the wall shit. And it's really, it's really sad, aggravating, and disgusting, demented and twisted all at the same time to see this just spiraling more and more out of control. And frankly, me, I'm so sick of this goddamn shit. Tell you the truth. Internet or in real life, I'm so sick and tired of this dumb shit where so-called black women have to bash the so-called black men and vice versa. It's just really a waste of goddamn time. And it's showing the basher to be wounded, bitter, twisted, confused, and way, way off balance mentally and emotionally. Nobody is without baggage and have their fair share of not so fond memories of past escapades, relationships with the opposite sex. Nobody. And, it stems back from how we were raised, what type of home life we had, what type of family structure we came from. A lot of times it does. And it's just so goddamn ignorant for these so-called men to have so much animosity, and the so-called women to have such animosity for one another. You know, it's a waste of fucking time. And somebody calling me a uneducated, ignorant ghetto bitch, it really doesn't bother me per se. But then again, it irritates me, and it does bother me because nobody could possibly know each and every person in every culture. And to practice this classism amongst ourselves, don't you think it's gone on long enough? I mean, really, this is one huge brick wall we bump into with this feminist, misogynistic bullshit, letting the enemy trick us into believing that we have established some type of extra privilege within this makeup, this oppressive makeup of society power structure. You know, it's getting worse and worse. And they taking away more and more of what we think we have as rights. They're just privileges. It's temporary. Okay? For one. And for two, you people need to really evaluate themselves, and really look inside themselves to see, why am I having all these problems? What is it I'm doing to choose the wrong so-called partner or mate or wife or husband, boyfriend, baby daddy, whatever? We all have to do that. And so, at some point, to find what it is that we're doing wrong to receive such pain and be holding on to such pain and anger and bitterness and rage. You know? Because you can call me all the black ghetto bitches you want. I know who I am. And I don't really give a fuck what you think about me. But when it comes to the blatant and utter disrespect and the broad generalizations and all that shit, you're not never going to get nowhere or find no quality mate of any culture with that kind of bitterness and anger within. Because everywhere you go, running from the black woman or the black man, so-called alleged black man, black woman, there you are. Your bitterness does not leave and it's not cured just because you hop over to another culture and decide they might make a better mate or a partner. It's period. You know what I'm saying? Divorce rates are up high in every culture. So, in America, that is. I don't know about no other countries. I got to do a little more research on that before I talk on that. But no matter who you choose, what culture you choose to marry and choose as a partner, you still gonna have the same goddamn baggage you had from previous relationships. You're gonna bring it into that new relationship with that new person, no matter what culture they are. Okay? And sooner or later, that person you choose of another culture is going to realize your issues. And either they're going to decide to live with it or decide to leave your ass alone. If they smart, they'll leave your motherfucking ass alone. Be honest with you. But these days and times, it's so very difficult to find someone on the same frequency as oneself because of the dysfunction and the bitterness and the anger and the rage and the hatred. You know, y'all, really, the feminist movement was a trick. It was a trick, y'all. So wake up. All this feminism bullshit, it was a trick. Our men, so-called black men in America, were not controlling anything in the first place. Okay? So there was no need for us to feel oppressed any more than we already are as so-called black women. So what the fuck are you fighting for? What are you fighting against? Think about it. Secondly, the civil rights movement was a trick. Okay? We still slaves. Okay? It's just not physically slaves. We are still fucking slaves. Emancipation Proclamation meant we're taking private ownership of the slave massa, and we're turning over y'all niggas to the state now, the corporation of the state. So the state own your ass now, and me too. Not the private Master Charlie. That's all that fucking means. That's all it means. So we need to do a little bit more research, a little bit more homework. Stop wasting fucking time arguing about which race is better than what, which culture is better than who, which culture a woman is better than the so-called black woman, which culture a man is so-called better than the black man, so-called black man. It is really starting to make my stomach sick. Starting to make me sick listening to this bullshit day in and day out. No matter where I go, what the fuck I do, I hear this. I can't find a good man because they all that. You know what? Maybe you need to look inside yourself and make yourself a better person and work on that and stop looking at yourself as flawless. Seriously. People don't want to hear the truth. People don't want to accept the goddamn truth. But the truth, it is what it is, no matter how much you put rosy glasses on and look through at the world through your rosiest glasses. No matter how many rose petals you sprinkle on the dumb shit, it's still going to be sweet smelling dumb shit. So, time out for all this shit here. I'm really sick of it. So, that's just my little rant for today. I might have more to come a little later, and I know it's going to be some punk-ass, coward-ass bitches, misogynistic, twisted, activated willy chip having motherfuckers who going to put a stupid-ass comment on this particular video as well. So, that's fine. I'm going to leave it up there for y'all to talk about it, look at it, read it, reread it, whatever. But that's my piece. And Queen Common Sense coming back to you from the Chi-Town, holding it down. Peace out for right now. It's beautiful Monday morning, sunny. Even though we got the goddamn chemtrails in the air again, y'all. So pay a fucking attention. Wake up. Read a book.